Hey everyone, this is going to be my longer and hopefully a little bit better tour of my 2018 Audi S6 4.0T Prestige. So let's just do it like we normally would. So starting with the outside, it's a Mythos Black Metallic, which is the same color as the S3, which is taking the S6's spot temporarily. Starting on the outside, we have the 20-inch wheels. These are the black optic wheels. They are two 55/35 R20s. You have the giant S6 brakes, which I believe are 6-piston calipers. I could be wrong on that. It does have a 4-corner air suspension, your V8T badge, full LED headlights, front parking sensors you can see integrated, and integrated adaptive cruise control sensors, which are really nicely disguised as fog lights. So those are your ACC sensors. The new ones have them like right in the grille right here, and it looks kind of silly, but I really like how they were integrated on this generation of the S6. This being a Prestige, it has the 360 camera, so you've got one camera up here, then you have a camera, of course, under each mirror, like pretty much any other 360-degree camera system in the world. Smart entrance, of course, has S6 on the key. You can lock and unlock from all the doors, which is kind of handy. Fully powered trunk. Fold that down. 14.1 cubic foot trunk. You can see it has the regular mats there. I just got my newest shoe with Motor Trend, with an E-Class on the cover, of course. Our little competitor winning car of the year here for 2021. You can either lock it from here, lock the car from here and close the trunk, or just close the trunk. If you're standing close enough, though, you can just hold this button down. It'll close the trunk. You have to keep it held the whole time until it hits the latch. Quad exhaust, and we don't need any stick of truth or anything because they're real on this generation all the way around. I believe all four of them are still real in the US, but I know the European S6 TDI, 2 of them are fake, I believe. Okay, it's a little chilly out here, so let's spend a little bit more time on the inside because we kind of did it briefly last time. Oh, let's start in the back this time to mess. No, we won't. Well, I guess I'll put an accessory mode that we can play with the stuff in the back seat. All right. So we've got the rear sunshades because it's a Prestige, so we can do that. And this has the soft touch on the top here. This has the carbon Atlas inlays, which look really nice. This nice Alcantara material goes all through the middle. Then we have a padded and stitch of Alcana leather here. This has the Bose surround sound system. You have a little ashtray in each door. It closes very softly. You have illuminated door sills that say S6 on them. Diamond stitch seats. The previous owner did have a car seat in here, evidently. Hopefully that comes out a little bit more over time. All-weather floor mats. Nets on the back of each seat. Power sunshade up as well. You have 2 lights up here, LEDs. And a nice center armrest back here, which lifts up. Got some padded storage there. And the usual cup holders that slide out with a pass-through. Got your ISOFIX points down there. In here, 2 12-volt outlets. This one has the cold weather package, so you have heated seats on each side, 3 level. And of course, quad zone climate, so you can have your own temperature on each side. You can also change your own airflow and fan speed on each side. So you've got register vents here. There's also ones in the door that you can turn on and off. So if you press fan speed, you can change the fan speed on each side, 1 through 4 in the back. And you can change your airflow independently on each side, which is kind of cool. Or you can just stick them both, or all to auto. And we'll do auto for everything. So that's kind of fun to play with for backseat passengers so they can be comfortable. I like the diamond stitching back here. It's really nice. This nice Valcona or Valcona, I don't know exactly what it is. I forgot. Sorry. Leather is very nice and soft and supple. It is a little bit nicer than my other two Audis, which is the Q5 and of course the S3. Nice view from the front back here. I love this swooping interior design so much more than the current generation. It's just absolutely beautiful, and you can throw the screen down if I can reach it while you're driving, and just this nice continuous sweep. This is my favorite interior Audi ever put in a car. It's just absolutely beautiful. Let's hop up front. And I can sit behind myself perfectly well in the S6, not so much in the S3. Here's the air suspension. Alright. Forgot to do the door over here. Exact same materials as that front. Take it out of accessory mode so it's not bonging at us. So we have the soft touch here, again with the carbon fiber here. Memory seats. That's also linked to the power tilt and telescopic steering column is the control for that. And the same nice Alcantara right here. Padded leather here with the contrast stitching. You can independently lock out the kids messing around with the Windows controls. And you got your power trunk release there. Twin 12-way power sport seats with integrated head restraints with S6 embossed in them. You can see right there with the 4-way power lumbar. Over here we have the all-weather light control, which is basically built into the main beam. That's what Audi uses instead of fog lights. And this is your rear fog light control, panel dim. This is for the head-up display. Head-up display is really, really simple. You twist the knob to make the display show higher, turn it down to show lower, and you just push it like that to turn it on and off. There's really not much you can screw around with. This one has adaptive cruise control, so this is the same as pretty much any Audi of this generation. You get your distance controls here, on, speed up, speed down, off, all the way. And you can just resume like that. It's set on the end. And your Audi Active Lane Assist is right on the end of the steering column there. And the head-up display unit is massive and not terribly well integrated, but not too bad. A normal size sunroof in this generation of the A6. It's actually smaller than the S3s, but you have a nice heavy sunshade, and it's not translucent, so if you're one of those people who doesn't like those translucent kind of ones that still let light in, this is perfect because it doesn't let any light in. And a little sunglasses container up here, which is good for small ones. And these little spotlights that shine down red at night to kind of give you a little bit more red ambient kind of glow. Universal garage door opener. The rest of your light controls are up there. Nothing too earth-shattering. Illuminated vanity mirrors on each side. This one does not have the Alcantara headliner. You could independently option that for like $3,000. Almost none of them have it. Gee, I wonder why. Big glove box. All nicely lined. It is air conditioned as well. The owner's manual's in there. In here you have an in-dash CD player, kind of dates the car a little bit. You can press open here and you've got 2 SD card slots and a SIM card for your Audi Connect system. And this is your trip reset. Put the screen up and down, obviously hazards. Nice silver paddles here. Normal Audi controls here. Normal MMI controls here. This is your touchpad, which can either be your presets or you'll see it light up. And then your normal MMI controls down here. Plus your twin cup holders right here. And you got a little slidey storage thing here. It does fit an iPhone 6. Yes, we are using an antique to film with today. I'll get a new phone eventually. So that looks really nice. And I like these 2-tiered controls here. Not controls, 2-tiered armrest. You can get a nice kind of position, and you can lock it in different positions, like almost any Volkswagen and Audi product. Twin USB ports and aux, and a 12-volt, and some coin storage. This does have Apple CarPlay. Can't remember if it has Android Auto. I think it does, but I don't have any Androids to test it with. But without further ado, now that we're finally almost 10 minutes into this video, let's go ahead and start it up. Thanks for your patience. And you can watch the screen come out. You'll see it has a dynamic red line. I was driving it around a little bit, so when the engine's colder, the red line will come up more this way, and it will stay true to that red line. so you don't do any particular engine damage. So that's kind of cool. Got your controls lit up down here. You got heated seats up front, more controls here. The really cool thing about these older Audis is they remembered to keep the auto start-stop off forever if you turn it off. I love that. You can force on the cameras and the parking controls here. This is your Sunshade. Show you what this looks like with the 360 camera. So it defaults to whatever direction you were facing before. Or like if you put it in reverse, it'll default to reverse. If you put it in drive, it'll switch to the front camera automatically. But you can override that just by twisting the main MMI knob. And you can go to your different views. Like we've got the overhead, we have front rabbit eyeballs, the one on each side are fish eyeballs. You have front, rear, and then rear corner view. And you can see it gives you like a little graphic of what you're looking at too right here, which is kind of neat in case you're a little disoriented. And you can change all kinds of settings and crap with that. You can control a little bit of the rear climate from up here. It's not like the newer Audis where you can kind of do it from the controls down here like in the A4 and stuff. You have to go in here a little bit and go to car system, so it's obviously a little more complicated. You can just go into AC, then you can do, you can change your footwell temperature, so you can independently do that. You can put your auto recirc on and off. And then you can go into rear, and then I think you can just use these controls to fool around with the rear. Yeah, front settings affect the rear. So you can see I'm moving this here, and it just means it's for the rear temperature, which is kind of cool. So we'll leave that alone, and we'll sync everything back up with the sync button. So anyway, I just wanted to show you how to control the rear from the front, so you can kind of screw around with that, which is kind of cool. And again, you can fool around with this if you want. It's still got a nice silver integration here. In the main cluster, we're in assist mode right now, but it's kind of cool. What I really like is the fact that you can put the map in between the gauges here, so you don't really need a virtual cockpit. I love the analog dials. So this A6 from 2016, or A6 series of cars from 2016 to 2018, lets you put the map in between the analog dials, which I really like. I think that's pretty cool. But pop out a little bit. Let me rub it up so you can hear it. Stop bonging so I can rev it up. It cracks a little bit. I do have the exhaust in dynamic mode, I believe. Doo-dee-doo. Yes, the exhaust is in dynamic mode. So it lets it kind of crackle a little bit, which is kind of fun. I'll show you the engine for the heck of it, and we'll wrap it up with that. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my longer tour of the S6. I will keep making videos as long as I can. I am going to tuck it away for the winter though pretty soon, so hold tight and you'll see a lot more of it again in the spring. And I'll do some videos of that I can't, like in the driveway, like fooling around with some of the interior controls a little bit more, if you want more in-depth on some specific features. But that's where we're going to end it for today. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.